Hey, I'm Brendan Angelides, and I'm the composer for Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm going to show how I made the track Daughter of No One and just take you through my Logic session and talk a bit about the track and the process. The goal of this track was essentially to condense the narrative arc of Bassem's relationship with his mentor, Roshan. I wanted something distinct and raw and kind of powerful for that relationship. And the first person I thought of was Mel Mathluthi. The percussion in here and the strings was recorded at Power Station in New York City with the New York Arabic Orchestra. These are all the strings down here. The brown stuff, we have some live percussion up here, some VST sampler instruments for impact, white noisy percussion stuff. All of these were some swooshing sounds. It just kind of helps to encapsulate a bit of bubbling energy and a bit of tight tension. VST strings, and these I ended up keeping them in the mix just at a way lower level just to help kind of fill it out a bit. A bunch of affected violin by Laith, and then also worked with Faris, who is an amazing ney player. A bunch of ML's vocals, all here, background vocals, some awesome chanting, and then the strings. And then this is a live kanun down here. This is the VST kanun, the cycling pattern that I essentially just wanted to hold the whole entire track together. And I wanted it to be a guide and something that took us on the whole journey. And essentially just wanted that pattern to evolve and shift as it went along. And you'll see the whole track is essentially in a few different chunks. There's the intro-y, then where vocals start to come in, we're introducing the vibe of the track, and then shifting into where the main theme really pops out. And then it gets to full on highest intensity. Yes, let's dive back in. I wanted her vocals to feel very close, kind of like right in your ear, with a lot of space behind her. But this mentorship relationship, it has conflict in it, and we wanted to really encapsulate that all into this track, and to be able to hint towards I didn't want to talk over her. But to hint towards a melancholy and a sense of kind of tragedy, which ultimately is what Mirage is all about. So I have to stop it there. So as an example of one of the many moments on the OST where I was able to work with the beautiful ney recordings and tweak them out in different ways. They're also kind of like the star of the Jinn, the Dark Genie experiences, all these very tweaky ney sounds that I brought in and sound designed. Here's an example of a ney bit. This originally was a shorter thing that I then ended up stretching out, and that stretched audio I then brought into a sampler. I did that all the time with the ney recordings, a lot of the recordings actually. And so this bit here, the reason it looks like that, is just a big stretched ney sound. Throwing that into this sampler, I was able to do a bunch of different types of things. In this track, it's a singular note, but And this has some saturation, chorus, and reverb on there. I wanted to get a bit of a strange, unique sound out of it. These types of elements are sprinkled throughout the OST to kind of just, for me, they helped to connect this sense of otherworldliness, but also old world and future techie type of sound, being able to try to merge those in a way that felt organic and not overtly robotic in any kind of way. And that's an example of this. Here we go. But yeah, like I mentioned, I wanted to crescendo into this. I wanted to have a taut rolling type of sensation with these kind of flowing, flowering strings happening on top. It was a joy to work on. It was a joy to work on this game. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much.